Hey, what's going on, guys? We got a beautiful day today, but take a look at what we have on the car here. You know what this video is about. If you've ever seen water on your car, you know what I'm about to do. I was sent a product from Wjm. They have a link on Amazon down below to check out a product and see if it will stop this from happening. And as you guys know, when that stuff gets in the trunk there, it is so much. It usually just puddles up in there. Today it wasn't too bad. Well, to help combat that, we've got this spoiler right here. It's actually like a window spoiler. It goes right here just above the brake light. And you can see it's got a carbon fiber look. Unlike the spoiler, it's not a real carbon fiber. So when you move around there, it's got a good 3D look to it. Very cool like that. So what this is gonna do, it's actually gonna sit right here, right by the window like that. Very subtle. And you can see how it lifts up. Now, I don't have any specs on if this changes any aerodynamics or anything like that, but you would imagine it would take just the tiniest bit. I mean, it is airflow going over it. I don't have a wind tunnel. If you guys want to buy me a wind tunnel, I'll leave a link in the description for an install service that will do one. But however, you can have a link to the description. This here, it fits again right along that window right there. And what that's going to do when the water comes down off of here, you're going to hopefully see it catch and puddle here rather than in your trunk. All right, so what we need to do is we need to just make sure that the surface is prepped down nice and good like this. Clean it up really good. What you want to do is make sure there's no contaminants on here. Wipe down the edge of your window all the way down and around. And if you haven't done so, just make sure the whole entire back window is dry there, because you don't want any water to come down and get all over the car there where you're going to be working. So the next thing we need to do here is we've got this adhesion promoter. What we're going to do is we're going to take this out of here. It's just a little tiny napkin that you're going to wipe down the bottom of the window with where you're going to be putting this. Now, this stuff has a real funky smell. If you want to use gloves, you can. It's kind of funky. All right, once you do that, you're just going to come around the bottom of the window here. I wouldn't get this stuff on the paint just to be safe. What you're going to do is come down here just like that, clean that bottom, let it sit for just a minute. And so this carbon fiber spoiler looks really great. It's got a good 3D look to it. It attaches with the double-sided tape, or the tape that's on the back here. And if you remember install of this spoiler here, we're gonna just peel this back and slide on. We're gonna get it in place first. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we have everything aligned. We're gonna find a center point on this and go from there. We're gonna make sure that we get a good center line right here. I'm gonna measure this out. This brake light is right about 16. Yep, so we're gonna make a mark right there with our hand. Good. All right, now that we've got our center point on the window here, we need to find our center point on this. It's a little bit difficult when you have a curve here, but we're just gonna estimate it and figure out where approximately it is. And it looks like even in here, there's some molding that might be in a center point right here. The way they put this in the mold here and pop it out, there's 3 marks in here, and that looks pretty centered to me. 32, yep, right about 16, 17, right there. Yeah, that's pretty close. So what I'm gonna do on the back side of this is I'm just gonna make a mark with this, estimating it right here. I'm gonna put this right there. Oh, thank you so much, I appreciate it. All right, we've got these aligned here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna make sure again that these look good. I'm gonna visually inspect it and just do again some measurements from end to end to see what things look like. About 8. And that works out really good there. You can see that it's aligned just nicely like that. So what we need to do is we need to start from one end. I'm gonna make sure this has good clearance when it comes up. You don't want it to touch. So see how that's touching? What you wanna do is you wanna push it up further and away so that you can see the glass. And if you want to make just a little bit of a fold here on a piece of paper like I did before on the spoiler install, you can do that. Just fold this up a few times like that. And we'll stick it down in there. And that's just gonna give you an area so that it'll push it away from the trunk here, so it'll stay up and away so you don't tap it and hit it when you get down in there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we got it approximately where we want to be. We're gonna peel off just a little tiny bit of this end right here. Peel this away just a little bit. We're gonna make a flag on both sides. Just like that. All right, now that we've got that there, we're gonna line this back up again. All right, we've got this aligned pretty good right there. We've got it far enough away, relatively centered right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it down in the middle, and we're gonna align just this and start pulling this back just a little bit, making sure we have these flags pulled out just nice. And then one last fitting. There we go. It's equidistance here and equidistance here, and we're gonna hold it right here and start pulling these back. There we go. Once we do that, we're just gonna push down just a little bit and just gently start working this back. Now you want to lift up just the tiniest bit, because if you do break this, it's going to be hard to get it out of there. And I'm at that point where it might break. There we go, we got it. So just lift up over here if you have any troubles with it. Equal distance. All right, there we go. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do the top one all the way across here so that we don't lose our positioning. That's looking just nice. Good. And now that that's on, what we can do is remove this piece of paper that's just kind of giving us a spacer here and pull this one all the way across. Easy as that. Okay, so now that we've got that on there, let's get rid of this stuff on our window here so we don't get anything staying on there. All right, there we go. What we need to do now is tape it down. All right, I'm just using a regular old blue painter's tape here. The most important areas to me that I think of are gonna be these edges. So we're gonna get these edges cinched down nice and good. I'm gonna keep it off of the paint. Now that we've got this installed, what we can do is we can clear our surface area off here, lift the trunk up, make sure we got good clearance. And really tape this down just nice like that. So we wanna make sure these ends and edges are really good. Put those down. And then one right here in the middle. And then what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and close that trunk up, make sure this is pushed down on there really nice and good like that. And I recommend leaving this on for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. If you can leave it overnight, you're gonna be better off over the next day there. We're gonna take a look at this here and test this out. So if you guys are ready, we're gonna spray the car back down. We got some great weather now. All of this rain is gone. All right, so you can see here, we got some nasty weather still. I got the spoiler installed here and we got it on. And I was gonna let you guys know, this is gonna be great for people that live in warmer climates. If you're in snow areas, I'm not sure how well this is going to be for snow, because snow takes up so much more volume, and as water kind of coalesces and gets itself together, it will bead off, but snow will collect here, and sometimes you get 1.5 inches of snow. But for water, let's bring this up and see how it works. I'm gonna just bring it up like I normally would. There's no water going in the trunk. It's pulling off here, going out and around, and then dropping down here like this. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab the hose. Let me wipe down here and just see if this does anything. Wow. Okay. No. Let me go grab the hose. I want to put some more water on here and see how much water it takes to get going in here. But just lifting the trunk like that works wonders right there. So let me grab the hose. All right, and what this is doing is it's just slowing this water down just enough right here as you see it come down, so that it doesn't shoot into the car and the trunk there. And that's what's happened for. If we watch that one, see it stops right about there. So any of that, here comes another one. Comes another one here. Comes another one right there. So if you definitely want one of these, check out the link in the description. You can get one of these on Amazon, and the link is down there. Again, remember, this is a sponsored post. They did send this to me to try out. I'm digging it. It's pretty good. If I were to rate it out of 10, I'd give it about an 8 out of 10. All right, guys, I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.